The effects of exposure to space differ greatly depending on which movie you're watching. Some people freeze instantly, some swirl and their eyes pop out. Some simply suffocate, and some outright explode.
But they're all in the same space. So who's getting it wrong? I'm Stu, this is Debunked, and we're here to sort the truths from the myths and the facts from the misconceptions. So, what would actually happen? Would you suffocate? Does your blood boil? Would you swell and explode? Or would you freeze? Maybe it's all of them. But for now, let's throw away the science fiction and get a healthy dose of science fact. The most significant dangers you'd face would be the lack of oxygen and the formation of gas in your blood.
Due to the low pressure in the vacuum of space, the boiling point of your bodily fluids is reduced drastically to below the regular human body temperature of 37 degrees Celsius. But your blood wouldn't boil as you're probably imagining it. It would change state, meaning the liquid water in the body's bloodstream and tissues begin to turn into vapor and create gas bubbles in your bodily fluids. This is called ebulism, and it can be fatal as these gases will attempt to escape out through your skin. Astrophysicist Neil deGrasse Tyson gave this analogy. It will try to escape in the same way when you open the cap of a bottle of soda. Bubbles just appear out of nowhere inside the liquid. That's what's going to happen to your liquid body. As the gases try to escape, your body can swell up to twice its regular size. You'd be in an incredible amount of pain, but your skin can be stretched surprisingly far, so you wouldn't pop or explode, but the bubbles in your blood may lead to a blood clot, which can be fatal. Next is the lack of oxygen. So, within around 15 seconds, your body would have used up all its remaining O2, which would have then led to unconsciousness.
Now, I imagine you're thinking, but I can hold my breath for a minute or more. But it works differently in space.
Due to the lack of outside pressure, if you hold your breath, the air would expand quickly and rupture your lungs. So really, you need to breathe out immediately.
Now that your 15 seconds are up, you're likely to be unconscious, and the lack of oxygen would soon lead to death by asphyxiation.
Experiments and training accidents have indicated that you can survive for around 1 more minute in a vacuum, but not much more.
Things aren't exactly looking good for you. But if you were somehow rescued and taken back to an environment of atmospheric pressure, then your body will most likely return to normal. Past experiments showed that one test subject survived in a near vacuum after 3.5 minutes with no serious side effects, although others died in less than 3 minutes. However, in outer space, there are more factors to deal with.
If you did manage to survive the vacuum and were in sight of the sun, then you're having a really bad day, because the high UV levels would give you a horrendous sunburn within seconds. This UV and other radiations like gamma and cosmic rays would mess with your DNA, cause radiation sickness, damage your brain cells, and most likely cause cancer. On the flip side, if you were in the shade, then you'd be facing minus 100 degrees Celsius.
So surely, this is where the freezing comes from. It seems logical, but the vacuum of space can have a funny effect on what we're used to here on Earth.
If you were in line with the sun's rays, then interestingly, you would only feel slightly warm. And if you were in the shade, you'd only feel slightly cold. In order for your body to freeze, the heat in your body needs to transfer away from you. And in the vacuum of space, there isn't much to transfer to. So the main form of heat transfer is by thermal radiation. Now this would transfer heat away from you much slower than the traditional methods we're used to, conduction or convection. So freezing would happen, but incredibly slowly.
So you're sunburnt, mutated, suffocating, and very slowly freezing to death. But you do have around 15 seconds to get yourself to safety before you pass out. And if you're lucky, you've got around another minute or so for someone to come and rescue you before you actually die. I hope you learned something new, and if you liked what you saw, then we've got plenty coming up in the pipeline. So subscribe, because I don't want you to miss a thing. Sorry, couldn't help myself.